Now, our next guest is committed to overcoming one of the greatest challenges of our emerging industry, the perceived boys' club of science and technology.
And she runs the global non-profit Girls in Tech, which now boasts 50,000 members worldwide. It's about to launch in Australia.
I've seen a bit of a shift over the last few years in terms of more women being present at the table, at the conferences, in the conversation, but not enough.
There's still a dominance of men, and the men are the ones who are the VCs, they are the ones who are the CEOs.
I think Girls in Tech is one of the very few organizations that focuses on the empowerment of women, especially in the fields of technology on a global scale. Currently, Girls in Tech is working on amazing programs that can be rolled out around the world.
Adriana Gascoigne is the founder and CEO of Girls in Tech. She joins us now in the studio, having just landed, virtually just landed from the United States. Thanks very much for coming in.
Thanks so much for having me.
It's a surprise, really, on the surface that a new and emerging industry should be rooted to the old boys club. Why is that?
Well, for many reasons. I think it starts with financial capital. The venture capitalists are still sort of living in this old boys network, this old boys club. And until we have more diversity in venture capital and angel investing, you won't see as many women, female-funded companies, female-founded companies being invested in.
What are the best options, best avenues for pursuing that diversity?
Well, first off and foremost, I think a lot of these venture capital firms need to focus on hiring more diverse talent. So bringing on those female bankers and exposing them to the venture capital world, the opportunities that exist. And they also have to be more open-minded to investing in female-funded companies, because I think there is the mentality, or the psyche ends up wanting to focus on investing in people that look more like you. And we need to get away from that and really focus on creating a diverse panel of venture capitalists so that we can diversify the portfolio, essentially.
Once again, I would think that if there was money to be made and great ideas, then maybe I'm naive, but then gender wouldn't come into it. But is it more about networking and those old relationships?
Yeah, it's about networking. It's about the contacts that you have. It's about accountability, really taking the sponsorship approach versus the mentorship approach. And what sponsorship is basically you do hold yourself accountable for the success of your counterparts. So the Old Boys Network definitely has this component, and women really need this network to support, mentor, and encourage and hold each other accountable.
So have you looked at the situation in Australia? You must have, if Girls in Tech is now launching in Australia.
Yeah, I was actually here for the Pause Festival last year. Right. I spoke on branding, the importance of branding for entrepreneurs, which was really exciting, and it was really neat to see how much the Australian tech scene has grown over the years. So I thought it would be the perfect time to launch Girls in Tech in Australia, because really the country has three things that I think are very, very important. That is diversity, access to capital, and great institutions, in addition to government support. So I think this is a great place, and I think technology is going to thrive.
Is it an education thing? Two countries, both Australia and the United States, can come into play here. Is enough focus being placed on girls to have them study science and technology in high school as a precursor to taking careers in the tech industry? And should more be done on that front?
Yes, definitely. We actually do coding classes, design classes, product development, even entrepreneurship courses, boot camps for K through 12. So the component of really educating, sort of a supplement to what's being taught in the primary schools and high schools and things like that, but also having those role models, having those mentors that have achieved higher levels of success come forward and actually inspire the next generation of youth and women in tech to really pursue their dreams.
Are you finding women in the US frustrated for whatever reason, not being able to crack this men's club, starting their own startup ventures and succeeding, hopefully?
Well, yes, just like Girls in Tech, I had an issue being the only female at a startup, and I decided to start it because I knew it was a problem, and I knew I wasn't the only person experiencing this. So far, so good. 50,000 members, 10 years later. I think we're doing pretty 60 cities around the world, 6 continents. So yeah, we're really excited.
And what's a launch look like? What do you got planned while you're in Australia?
So we have a huge launch party. It's a huge celebration that's happening actually tomorrow.
Yep.
And we have great support from the Victoria government, the RAE group, and PAWS and a few other major players in the Australian tech community. And it will be a series of discussions, a series of presentations, really highlighting the impact that Girls in Tech wants to make in Australia, because it is sort of separated from the other parts of the world. So we're really trying to bridge the technological divide by bringing our programming and different types of resources to Australia.
And if women watching this want to are very interested about what you say, how do they get in touch with you or touch base in terms of getting into that tech industry?
Yeah, they can check out the Facebook group, Girls in Tech Australia, or they can email me or email the general info@girlsintech.org. Be sure to invite them and get them more information.
Brilliant. All right, thanks very much for that, Adriana. Good luck with it all.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you
luck
very
with the
much.
party.
Thank you.